Well, I'm excited to be here today with John Pitts from Plaid. Plaid is one of our strategic partners who's helping to make it easier for small businesses to take control of their business credit profiles. John, can you tell us a little bit about what Plaid does?
Yeah, Joe, and thanks so much for having me here today. And we're really pleased to be working with Dun Bradstreet on this project as partners. Plaid is a data network that helps millions of consumers and now small businesses get access to their financial information and control it to improve their financial lives or their financial outlook. We help power some of the great fintech and Fortune 500 companies out there, everyone from Venmo to SoFi to Betterment, and are working with a lot of the largest banks to help improve the consumer and small business experience when it comes to some of the hardest financial problems they have, including getting access to capital and getting good credit.
That's great, John. And so one of the things I wanted to talk about today is why this partnership is so groundbreaking. When you think about traditional trade and business credit, many of Dun & Bradstreet's scores and ratings are calculated using information about how a company pays its bills. Simply, are they paying on time? Are they paying late? And of course, Dun & Bradstreet collects this information from suppliers, vendors, and other partners. And these trade references, or what we call payment experiences, are called trade references. And trade references and building a strong business credit profile may actually help a business improve their chances to qualify for loans, attract new customers, et cetera, as you think about growing a business. But for a lot of small businesses, this can be really, really challenging. And of course, we recognize that. And not all small businesses have what we consider traditional trade credit. Some may be using credit cards, personal savings, loans from family and friends. And so businesses financing their operations through these alternative methods may have what's called a thin file when viewed through the lens of traditional trade data. So John, tell us about how this relationship is going to help these businesses that don't have that traditional trade data.
Yeah, it's great, and I think I'm really glad you used the word revolutionary because I think that's really what this is. These small businesses that don't have these traditional trade references, they are still paying their bills, right? They still have cash flow coming in, they still have cash flow going out. They're doing the responsible things that a small business needs to do to succeed. It's just not visible using the traditional metrics that we normally use to keep track of it. One of the things that this partnership is going to allow us to do together is to expand what we can see and expand what a lender can see about a small business. And I think more importantly, viewed from the small business's perspective, expand what they can use to demonstrate their credit worthiness, how responsible they are, that they're paying their bills on time, that they should be given an opportunity to expand their business and really help it grow. It's similar actually to what we saw in consumer lending, where lots of consumers with thin files or no files were behaving really responsibly with their money, but because that wasn't visible to a lender, they couldn't get credit. Cash flow underwriting, tracking what a consumer has spent money on and where they have had income come in and seeing whether they can handle credit on that basis, has really exploded in the individual consumer market over the last 5 years. I really see this partnership as an opportunity to give those same tools to these small businesses to help them build that credit profile and help them really expand their operations and get into the credit mainstream wherever they are starting from.
And to that point, John, the reason this is so important, as you said, is the many lenders, vendors, and partners that we talk about throughout this really base their decisions on whether to do business with you based on that credit profile. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah, that's right. And that means that if you're not participating in that, you may be missing out on, really significant funding opportunities, key partnerships, or the best vendors and suppliers. And so the way I think about this is it's really expanding the network of what kinds of small businesses can get those sort of high quality opportunities and making sure that we have a more inclusive financial system, not just for consumers, but for great small businesses as well.
And so, John, I have to ask, when I was running my small businesses in the great state of Detroit, Michigan, nobody was doing this. Is anybody doing this today?
I think Plaid and Dun Bradstreet are the first ones to do this. I'm really excited about it too, because this is a critical moment for small businesses, as you know. They've just been through a year of pandemic. The PPP loan program demonstrated how critical it was for small businesses to have access to and control over their financial information. And I think what Dun Bradstreet and Plaid have partnered to do here is something that's truly groundbreaking and can really change the economic outlook for the great small businesses that this country depends on.
Well, John, I really appreciate you taking the time today, and we appreciate the partnership we're building and growing with Plaid. We're excited about the future together, that's for sure, and the impact we can make to the community, the small businesses. And so for those of you listening, we appreciate you taking the time to join. If you'd like more information about Dun & Bradstreet, this partnership, and our small business capabilities, please take a look at dnb.com. Thank you again very much.
Thanks. It was great chatting with you.
Thanks, John.